Well, yeah, this is Nicole, and I'm here with J. Cole.
That's for all the fans that waited, the bitch niggas that hated, old hoes we dated. Look, mama, we made it. Your son out in Barbados, cheese, eggs, and potatoes. Smoking weed on the beach is my mind working like Play-Doh. Well,
nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect, ayy, hey, but you're perfect for me. Nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect, ayy.
Yeah, it was the last week of the album. I had like I'm super sick, so I'm talking like nasally. But I had like 5 days to finish the album. Dang, it's hard. And I did 2 songs in that 5 days. First I did Mr. Nice Watch with Jay-Z, and then I did the Missy song. And I ran to Jay-Z's office. I just do references sometimes, so like I'll make the beat and I just record like with my bike right there, and I record a rough version. And I ran to Jay's office and I played both of those songs for him. I was like, yo, what you think about this? You think I should finish these songs? Because I only got 5 days left. And I had already played him the album, and he was like, yo, you're good. So he was like, yo, you need to finish those. I finished Nobody's Perfect. I was like, yo, even when I was doing it, I was like, it sounds like an Aaliyah type of song. Like, I wish I had Aaliyah to sing this. And I instantly, as soon as I said it, my mind thought about Missy. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to work with her a year ago, but I could never get in with her. And it was a perfect thing. I wrote the hook with her in mind. You know what I'm saying? And she killed it.
So how did it get in her hands? Like, you just sent it to her and said, I need you.
Yeah, I got in touch with her management and seen if she could even do it, if she's even interested. And I ended up Skyping with her. It was cool as hell. Like, I was Skyping with Missy. It was a crazy thing. So I sent it to her through Skype. She heard it. She loved it. She went to the studio like the next day or whatever and knocked it out for me.
What was your reaction when you first heard it? Like, when it came back?
We was going crazy. We was like, woo! You know, to us, I don't know if like to the younger generation, they probably like Missy, like where's she been? But we like to us, you know, anybody that's college age and up, I think we know what Missy was to us or whatever. So for me to hear her, I almost the same reaction as when I heard Jay on there. Like that's how excited I was.
Now, you know that's big to have her on a record that she didn't produce. That's why a lot of people thought she assisted.
They thought she produced it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. I'll take that because she's an incredible producer too. But yeah, that was me.
You know how the fuck they got this shit, but this shit is real, my nigga. This shit is incredible for me to see right now. This shit nigga I don't even have this, nigga. I don't know how you got this. It's a beautiful thing.
We were in Phoenix last night, and I had a meet and greet at the school at Arizona State. And when I got there, it was like 6 kids had my album. And at first I'm like, yo, how you get my album? Like, we super defensive or whatever. And then they pulled out their receipts, and they bought the album from Target. Target was selling them early, it's all good, whatever. I was just excited to see, and that same kid ended up in the first row. So while I was on stage, I had to show him some love and show everybody like it's real. Because to my fans, we've been waiting so long. I'm on a period when they was like, man, this thing is this ever gonna come out? And I was like that too. Like, am I gonna ever get a release date? You know what I'm saying? But so that my fans know and appreciate that moment when I hold that CD up, the physical CD, and they can really like they feel like I feel like it's real. You know what I'm saying?
You graduated from college.
Yes.
What happened in between college and you getting signed?
What happened?
Yeah, like
a lot of great stories if you got the time. A lot of stuff. You know what happened? When you graduate college, a lot of people know this if they've been there or going through this right now. It's like a 6-month period before. Some people are on it like a year ahead. They start applying for jobs. The late comers is like 6 months. Some of them 3 months before you graduate, you start applying for jobs. All my friends was applying for jobs, like 9-to-5 positions in the city, PR positions. Some of them got jobs. Some of them was graduating, was still waiting. I was like just chilling. I was just like, because I was so confident with the music, I always felt like I was gonna get signed in 3 weeks. Like that was my true feeling. Even though it never happened like that, I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna just be signed. Like my mom would be like, what you gonna do, son, when you graduate? I'm like, Mom, I'm about to get signed. Like, it's cool. Chill out, relax. But it didn't happen like that. So about 2 months after I graduated, it's a long story. 2 months after I graduated, I'm like on rock bottom because I'm dead broke. Real life hits. I can't pay my rent, can't pay for my food because I don't have no income. And I realized like, yo, fam, you gotta still work. Like, it's not gonna come like that. So I had to go get a job. that was part-time, $8 an hour, that allowed me the flexibility to still go to the studio late, call in when I wanted to. You know, you got those jobs that like the manager's cool or whatever, so I had to work those jobs for like the next 2 years while I tried to get on. That's a long story. I could have kept going.
You missed a few months rent, right?
Oh yeah, I probably stacked the most rent ever recorded in the history of landlords. Like I probably had like I don't know, it was thousands of dollars of a tab, but I had this landlord named Muhammad. He believed in me. Like I used to tell him my situation, like, yo, Muhammad, I'm telling you, dog, I'm telling you, I do this for real. And this is New York City, so the fact he was a blessing to me because the fact that he believed me, he was like, you're my guy, like I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? He let me stack up my rent so high, like if I wouldn't have got this record deal, I still owe him this. Like it was like college loan style. Like that's how much money I owed him on rent.
You paid him back?
Oh yeah, I paid him back. As soon as I got that advance, wrote him a nice check with some extra. You know what I'm saying? That's my man right there.
Nice.
Shout out Muhammad. There's no way you watching this, but
baby girl, I can't imagine what it's like for you. I got you pregnant now inside, there is a life in you. I know you wondering if this is gonna make me think about wife and you. Like if you had my first child, would I spend my whole life with you? Now I don't wanna spend the night with you, I'm trying to talk. Now I ain't trying to pick a fight with you, I'm kinda lost, see. I've been giving this some thought lately, and frankly I'm feeling like we ain't ready in this. Hold up now, let me finish. Think about it, baby, me and you, we still kids ourselves. How we gonna raise a kid by ourselves? Handle biz by ourselves. A nigga barely over 20, where the hell we gonna live? Where am I gonna get that money? I refuse to bring my boy or my girl in this world when I ain't got shit to give them.
Now you have a record, Lost Ones. That's a favorite of a lot of people.
Mine too.
What inspired that song?
That was a real life situation. Not to get too personal, because I feel like sometimes that can take away the effect that that record has on people. But that wasn't actually something that I had went. That's something that somebody next to me or close to me was going through, and it made me just think about like, dang, like I wonder what he's thinking about right now. I wonder how she's feeling right now. And that's why I approached that song like that, because if it was happening to me, I don't think I could have did it as well. I probably would have just spilled all my feelings out. But because I was like third person and just seeing what he was going through and then wondering what she was going through, it allowed me to like take the approach that I took, which was first verse I'm telling his things, and second verse I'm imagining like how I would feel if I was a female and that was happening to me, and I rapped it like that. And the third verse is more third person perspective, like, look, this is what happened. He only liked it because of this, and she fell in love, and you know, it's more like that.
Up and skate out. So girl, you gotta think about how the options way out. What's the way out? And I ain't too proud to tell you that I cry sometimes. I cry sometimes about it. And girl, I know it hurt, but if this world was perfect, if we can make it work, but I doubt it.
I saw you on the red carpet, and you kind of were adamant about not selling out. Like, what is selling out to you?
I don't really know the definition of that word all the way, but to me, selling out would be like doing something that's not in my heart. Like, if I was to put out an album, if this album was full of like me trying to go for it, like if every song on the album or 50, 60% of the album was like hits, what I thought would be hits, because I want to make the radio. Like, if this don't work, maybe this will work. To me, that would be like equivalent. And maybe one day I'll make an album, maybe 6 years from now, 4 years from now, 3 years from now, I'll make an album with a bunch of hits or whatever. But right now, it didn't feel right. It felt like I needed to tell stories or whatever. To me, just selling out is going against what you believe for commercial gain. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean anybody that does hits. Like, some people are born to make hits, so you're not a sellout just because you make hits. But just for me, that's probably what I was saying when I said that.
And what do you want your legacy to be?
Man, I used to be like, man, I want to be the greatest. But now I realize, like, perspective, everybody's perspective, it's subjective. Like, nobody can really be the greatest. Like, I say Tupac, somebody can say Jay-Z, and we both right. But now I just know that I want to be on everybody's list. And whether it's 10 years from now or whatever, I want to be on. You know, everybody got that top 5. Just put me on your list. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I would love to be number 1, though. But if I'm on your list, I'll be happy 10 years from now.
Sexing, no handcuff or arresting, and I ain't coming off on my last name, cause I really can't take no stressing about where I done been, who I done hit. Your homegirl saying he a bad boy, but I'm signed to the rock, no time for the gossip, bitch, put down them tabs.